interesting here. All right, what about Kathleen Sebelius? Now she's saying 7 million is, those were the CBO numbers in terms of a goal of sign up for Obamacare.
We've been hearing for a year and a half that from the administration that we're going to have all these signups. They had every chance to say what their number was if it was different than the CBO, and they didn't. And it's baloney. I mean, this is another embarrassment. They ought to fire this woman. I mean, I know they don't want to because they don't want a contentious hearing on their replacement. But look, this isn't the only lie that they're talking about. Let's go to the whiteboard. On January 10th, the president tweeted out saying, from his personal account, we're doing great because we have 6 million people who now have health coverage because of Obamacare. Because of health care reform. Well, first of all, 2.1 million were the people who had signed up through the exchanges, and as we know, not all those people they haven't paid for it. As many as half of them haven't paid for it. Right. But the other 3.9 million were for people who signed up for Medicaid. The only problem is this. 55% of that 3.9 come from states that did not expand Medicaid. That is to say, they were already eligible under the existing law. They weren't eligible because of the Affordable Care Act, Obamacare. 45% were in states that expanded Medicaid. So the majority of the Medicaid people came from states that the Affordable Care Act didn't. So
the number's much lower than
much lower. Now it's even worse than that. Reading this is the official document from the Centers for Medicaid and Medicare Services at HHS. I'm reading this document. This is all the signups. And here's the big chart showing all the people who are signed up in the states with Medicaid, who expanded Medicaid because of of Obamacare. And then I'm reading the footnotes, and come to find out, in 6 of the 25 states in the District of Columbia that expanded Medicaid, in the footnotes, they acknowledge that the number that they have includes the renewals. The people who are already on it renewing it again. So we don't know how many of the
Washington accounting.
Majority of the 3.9 were in states that didn't expand Medicaid, and a majority of them look like they are people who renewed their Medicaid coverage.
Carl Rowe, very informative as always. Thanks for being with us.